The Pac-12 against the ACC. Last go-round for Arizona in the Pac-12. They'll move to the Big 12 Conference next season. And what a way to get our Sweet 16 coverage started here in Los Angeles. Bert Smith, 2 Final Fours under his belt. Brent Hampton, Jeb Hartness. Our 3 officials. Standby official is Randy Richardson. Away we go, and the Wildcats of Arizona control the opening tip, Jim.
Yeah, and I can see Arizona trying to get the ball inside to Ballo early. There it is, to see if he can go right at Hall. See the double team come right back inside.
And a repost and a hot pass from Pelle Larsson, and Arizona turns it over on their first possession.
But that time, Ballo went inside, and Pelle Larsson threw the ball out to his right hand. So he didn't read the defense, and I know he wanted to get it in, but a little bit more patience, 1 or 2 seconds more, he would have been able to deliver that pass without a turnover.
Inside, P.J. Hall, he's the player to watch for Clemson. Misses with his first opportunity. Set the 5 on the floor here with Love, Larsson, Boswell, Ballo, and Keyshawn Johnson. And it is Love denied by P.J. Hall. Here comes Joe Girard. Hunter Shefflin, Clark Girard, and P.J. Hall. The 5 on the floor, a giveaway. Some nerves early, as you can expect. This is going to be a matchup of contrasting styles here between Arizona, who wants to go at a fast pace, and the slower pace of Clemson, and a great defensive team. Off the turnover, Chase Hunter with the first basket of the Sweet 16.
And Chase Hunter says, slow who? What do you mean slow? Clemson will get out and run in transition because they have some outstanding guards. You saw Hunter right there able to take it coast to coast, but they're very passive when it comes to making sure they don't turn the basketball over.
All right, Jimmy, set us up here. Our keys to the game presented by Great Clips.
Well, it's very important when you talk about Clemson that they're able to keep P.J. Hall out of foul trouble and transition defense. Arizona averages 16 points a game out in transition. Wildcats be physical at the point of attack. Defense, guard one-on-one, point in the paint. That means that when they score down low, you're going to collapse the defense, and now you're able to open it up to 3-point shots.
Shefflin steps into a little mid-range. Ooh, he stuck it on the green like a little 9-iron. And Shefflin is on the board.
Great matchup up top with Shefflin. Now notice Ballo is guarding Shefflin. Johnson is guarding Hall. So Shefflin will have the ability to bring Ballo out of the paint a little bit more, which will open up more spacing for Clemson.
Caleb Love and Keyshawn Johnson. No-look pass out to Pelle Larsson. Back iron, Johnson the rebound. Sets up Larsson one more time. The Rainmaker, no good again. And Joe Girard chases down the rebound. And Clemson will slow it down here. There's the pace. NCAA ranks down near the bottom third for Clemson. Arizona plays at a very fast pace. They want to get out on the break. Hall, big man who can shoot it. This is his first chance.
But that pace doesn't allow teams, along with the pace and allow it, they don't turn the basketball over. Okay, I think only 10 turnovers. That doesn't allow teams to take advantage of their transition offense. They don't take bad shots and they don't turn it over. And they get back on defense because of that, so you're not giving up those transition points that come back to bite you.
Yeah, good point. It's Shefflin guarded by Ballo. Turning the corner is Jack Clark, high off the glass, no good. Keyshawn Johnson played in the national championship game for San Diego State last year. He and Caleb Love bring a wealth of NCAA tournament experience. Love played in the national championship game for Carolina 2 years ago. 2 key transfers for Arizona on the floor. Tough pass to Ballo, and Ian Shefflin. That Clemson defense has been relentless. Remember what they did to Baylor in the second round. Baylor, one of the most prolific offensive teams in the country. Clemson held them to 64 points, beat them 72-64. Took out the 3 seed, and advancing here to LA. Otherwise, it would have been straight chalk, 1 through 4.
Well, not just that, New Mexico, in those 2 games, they held both of those teams at 9-47 from behind the 3. Speaking of which, Boswell able to get it. But those early turnovers by Pelle Larsson, I'll give a little bit of credit to Clemson defensively, but those were just bad decisions on Larsson trying to force feed Ballo down low.
Arizona finally gets one to go. 3 minutes, 50 seconds without a basket. They missed their first 6. Kylan Boswell puts them on the board for the first time. feeling out portion of this game. On the cut to the basket, Hunter with the reverse, skillful move. And Hunter lays it in. Jimmy, he has been cooking here in this NCAA tournament. Back-to-back 20-point games. Not just the points either, the assists, the rebounds. Chase Hunter went for 21.6 assists against New Mexico, 20 and 6 assists against Baylor.
But he's doing it in a variety of ways. We've seen the short game, mid-game, in transition, and right there driving to the basket, not staying stationary once the defense was kind of settled in on the ball. And that's what makes him so tough.
That pass, Shefflin couldn't corral it. Turnover, Clemson. Johnson gives it up. Pella Larson drives it. He's fouled on his way in. And that'll take us to our first timeout. Chase Hunter, younger brothers in the rotation. Dylan, they'll be on the floor together. A moment for them, and Hunter off to a good start for Clemson. You can get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com. Jimmy, you know who is a bucket for the Ohio women's team?
Allie from the Valley LaForce.
That is right. Over to Allie LaForce.
Supposed to tell the people the truth, not lies, Brian Anderson, but thank you, I appreciate that. You guys, when Arizona advanced to the Sweet 16, there was no celebration in their locker room. And when you understand the individual histories of the players on this roster, you'll understand that just being here is not enough for this team. Ballo described it as lions searching for food. So Coach Lloyd made it to the Sweet 16 in his first year with Arizona, and they lost to Houston. 3 of the regular rotation players were on the floor for the most upsetting loss in program history when they lost to a 15 seed last year. Jaden Bradley, part of the Alabama team that lost in the Sweet 16 last season. Caleb Love was on UNC when they lost in the title game in 2022. You look at Johnson, part of San Diego State, that went to the title game last year. They know that in one breath, you can have it all or lose it all, and they will not exhale until all zeros are on the clock, guys.
That's a great point, Allie. They've been down that road before. And that first round ouster at the hands of Princeton last year, that stings the Wildcats, but they quickly reloaded. And here they are, bench substitutions here. Bradley, one of those transfers on the floor with Krivas, and that is Ian Scheffler, who hits another little mid-range jumper for Clemson.
No, Scheffler, I like him when he's on the block. He's patient. And the thing about this Clemson team is because they're a little bit older, they've kind of been there, done that a little bit. And right there, Scheffler just taking his time, knowing the double team was not coming, able to get 2 feet in the lane.
Mateus Krivas got the touch, and a foul by R.J. Godfrey as both coaches get into their bench here. Slow start for Arizona, missed their first 6 shots. They're now 1 for 8. And Scheffler with a steal. Scheffler gives it to Girard. He's a dangerous 3-point shooter. 4 turnovers already for Arizona. Clemson trying to get Girard loose. Godfrey left wide open, and he makes him pay. Off the bench, R.J. Godfrey delivers a 3-pointer.
Well, when you're the underdog, too, the pressure is not as poignant. And right now, Arizona is playing like the team that has more pressure. And you see these early turnovers that are self-inflicted. But right there is a beautiful play, because in their half-court set, Brian, when they take their time and they can move the ball, move bodies, they're going to find some passing lanes and driving lanes and open shots. But turning the ball over now just gives you empty possessions.
If you're wondering why Godfrey was so wide open, he was 3 for 6 from 3-point range this season. Drills his first opportunity. Now looking to send it to the post. Shefflin, double team. Great defensive play by Jaden Bradley. Bradley, the Alabama transfer, the sophomore on the SEC All-Freshman team a year ago. And now Arizona down 11-6. They're not used to playing from behind in this tournament. Their largest deficit in the tournament, as a matter of fact. Coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship, the Sweet 16, begins tomorrow afternoon across the ESPN platforms. For more information on game times and listings, go to NCAA.com. As Keyshawn Johnson will get his first breather. Brad Brownell, he loves his team, and they're kind of built for the NCAA tournament. Their high-low game, they've got experience. Their guards, as you mentioned, protect the ball.
Well, you said he loves his team, but his team loves him. There have been a lot of criticism or murmurs about Is he doing enough? Get his team right to play. And the team itself, you see Chase Hunter with the shot. They go to bat for it because they understand how great of a coach he is, but more so of a human being. And that's why I think they're on this tremendous run, is because of that support for their coach.
Last touch by the Clemson Tiger. That'll be Arizona ball here. Arizona must get Caleb Love going. He is a fire starter. He's had great success in the NCAA tournament, but he's missed his first 4 shots. Love, the Pac-12 Player of the Year. There's Pella Larson, his 3rd year in the program. One of the holdovers, one of the few. Rivas at 7-2. Clemson shutting him off. Love's got to take a one-footed jump shot. And it's an air ball, his 2nd air ball. Clemson is pushing Arizona into some bad looks right now.
Well, even when Caleb Love was at North Carolina, people will tell you that it was sometimes the shot selection was questionable. In this situation, for me, because his usage rate is going to be high, he doesn't have to force anything. The ball will attract to him. He'll be able to pick and choose his spots. I think it's very important early in the game that he operate the offense, get his teammates involved, and take shots that are available, like that one in the corner.
Chauncey Wiggins set up beautifully by Chase Hunter. Wiggins has that unorthodox shot, but he can make them out there. Clemson off to a great start. They lead at 14-6. 6 of 12 from the field. They've hit 2 threes already. Boswell, the point guard, can't turn the corner. Pull up from Jaden Bradley, short. Another miss for Arizona. Now 2 for 13. Clemson got them right where they want them here in the first half of this first half. DJ Hall resets it. RJ Godfrey got the big man on him. Flurry of moves, and he scores over the 7-foot 2-inch Krivas.
And beautiful footwork, excellent patience, and the shimmy with the shoulders created enough space between Krivas to get that shot up and over the top of Big Fella.
Got a whistle. Free throws coming here for Arizona. Chase Hunter doing setup work. Godfrey's hit a 3. Now a little turnaround. A big man from Lithuania. Good start for Clemson tonight. Take a look at our tournament summary. And how about the ACC? 5 teams made the tournament, 4 advancing to the Sweet 16, Clemson and Carolina here in LA. A moment ago, Tommy Lloyd with Allie.
Well, Coach, how do you address the slow start offensively and the turnovers?
We just got to get our rhythm going. You know, we're not playing good on offense. Our defense is okay. They're settling in. But, yeah, we got to flip the script here.
And how do you keep the confidence high for this team?
We're a confident team. We'll be fine.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, they are confident, but look at the offense. Clemson, 8 points in the paint to 2. We figured that Arizona would be able to try to dominate that, but they haven't done it thus far. Again, early in the game, shake out some jitters to see if they can get some paint touches here on this possession.
10-2 Clemson run here as we go under 11 minutes of this first half. And Ballo able to lay it in. Umar Ballo, he was with Tommy Lloyd at Gonzaga. He was behind Drew Timme, though, at Gonzaga. Didn't play a lot. His game has emerged. Twice he has been an all Pac-12 performer. As Hunter is fouled, this is the younger brother, Dylan.
Well, good things happen when you drive the ball. Now, Ballo got away with a push right there. I mean, really, on Godfrey. Fortunately for him, the officials didn't get it, but the drive sets up the help, which now allows Ballo to have a little bit more freedom on the offensive glass, and that time he was able to catch some loose change and finish it inside.
He's a double-double machine, is Ballo. Big-time rebounder, and he brings a lot of offensive game as well. That big man matchup with these 2 teams, DJ Hall and Umar Ballo, is a good one. They don't guard each other here. That's Larson on Hall. That's a mismatch. And Hall, little turnaround jumper, no. Boswell the rebound. The point guard pushes it here for the Cats.
Larson at 6'6". He's given up some size, but he still can contest his shot. Beautiful pass over. See, right there was the patience. Larson was able to put the ball there, even though the help came from the backside from Dylan Hunter. It was a foul call. See, by getting down the court quick, Ballo's able to establish himself inside. And why is he open? Because you have shooting on the perimeter, which now provides some spacing to get him some favorable one-on-one matchups inside.
Jimmy, they gave that foul to R.J. Godfrey. He picks up his second foul here, giving him some punch offensively. Coming your way. And that'll be another Arizona turnover. That is their 5th in the first 10 minutes of this game, and Tommy Lloyd is frustrated. 16-8, Clemson leads it. Clemson took down New Mexico, beat them by 21 in round 1. Had an 8-point win over Baylor. That was in Memphis. They played great defense in the first 2 games of this tournament. They have not shot the ball well in the month of March, however. This is the guy that they're looking for, Gerard. He sets up Shefflin. Shefflin rattles home a 3-pointer.
The high-low aspect with Shefflin and Hall down low. And then Gerard with the excellent penetration and sight. This is why they're a tough team to guard, because they can mix and match how they want to play post or outside. A beautiful pass.
Nice. Nice cut. KJ Lewis set up by Jaden Bradley. So this bench crew for Arizona starting to put some roots down here. Good body action, ball movement. That's what they needed.
Well, here's the patience here. Bradley back door. Able to get it to KJ Lewis, but again, the ball touched the paint. So now you're going to pay a little bit more attention. Clemson is from that perspective, and then now you need to have movement off the ball. You can find yourself some easy lanes to operate in.
Sweet 16 has not been kind to the Arizona program lately. Last time they made it to the Elite Eight was 2015. Had some heartbreaking losses in LA, as well as Wiggins on the catch and shoot out of bounds. Knocks it in. It's an 11-point Clemson lead. A little over 9 minutes left in this first half. Caleb Love back on the floor. He sets it. Follow. Oh, a block, but the recovery by Johnson, and Hall is down. That was Hunter who was flying high for the block.
But let's take a look at the backside. It's Hunter who gets it, but then right there, inadvertently, it's Ballo that comes down. I think it was his, let's see if it's his right arm that hits Hall right there.
Oh, man, right in the forehead.
Those are the worst. You know why, Brian? Because you can't brace yourself for it. If you see it coming, you can brace. But right there, he's looking at Johnson trying to react to the play and get smacked right across the nose. And physicality comes in a lot of forms, my man. And that one was inadvertent, but yet and still Ballo got a piece of Hall. See if Hall can shake it off.
These are 2 players, both first team in their conference. P.J. Hall, first team All-ACC, Ballo, All-Pac-12. And they figure to have a major effect on the outcome of this game. Again, it's Johnson guarding Hall. That's a benefit Johnson gives him with his versatility.
Yeah, but it's interesting the matchup, because by Johnson guarding Hall, you're bringing Ballo outside and have to play on the perimeter. Shefflin, so you're taking him away from rim protection and also rebounding. Unless they're doing that so he can come on a double team with a big double team on Hall.
Gerard traveled. Clemson turns it over.
It's going to be interesting to see how long they stay with that. Now here's a little pressure defense, Boswell right here. And Gerard rarely makes these kind of mistakes. You know, the grad senior has seen it all, been there, done that.
Yeah, played the Sweet 16 last year for Syracuse. 4 years at Syracuse before transferring to Clemson. Got to keep all of his orange stuff. Boswell finds Pella Larson left open, and Larson missed it. Hunter up there for the rebound. 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. Arizona. Here's Hall. Both Hall and Shefflin, the 2 post players, can shoot it. They can stretch the D, and Hall laces one. There you go. P.J. Hall hits his first 3 of the game.
Excellent execution. Another, that time in the pick and roll. That was Gerard coming off of that. Gerard coming off of that, able to get it to Hall, who you said can knock it down with the best of them.
Ballo gets long rebound. Second chance here for Arizona. Love still has not scored, and he gives it up this time. He's 0 for 5. 6 offensive rebounds for the Cats here. And finally, Love is in the box score here. Caleb Love, he knows this Clemson program well. Averaged 14 a game as a member of the Carolina Tar Heels. He's been a big-time tournament performer. A couple of 30-point performances in 2022. Hall bottled up by Arizona. Ballo and Johnson defending. Going up top. Oh, it hits the rim.
I don't know. Arizona's just out of whack with some of these decisions, and good teams, Brian, make you pay when you make those kind of miscues.
Chauncey Wiggins played his high school ball with Ian Shefflin. They share the same NCAA tournament floor, and they're both rated in three-pointers. Journey through the tourney, presented by Marriott Bonvoy. How about the West? Started in Memphis, Clemson's run through New Mexico, then Baylor. 2,300 miles from Clemson, South Carolina. They are glad to be here in LA, and what a start Clemson is off to, Jimmy.
Well, the beautiful part about this Clemson team is they're older, so they've developed patience and understanding how to operate under pressure. The offense right now is doing just that. 11 made field goals off of 7 assists, and they're methodically kind of picking apart Arizona offensively, not doing too much, but that's a beautiful play coming out of the timeout. A little high-low action from Johnson to Krivas inside, but this is the end of the court. They have to step up a little bit more. I don't hear the talking as much defensively, hence Clemson is getting a lot of open looks.
For Arizona, just their 7th made basket. Clemson has 5 made threes. They've made their last 5, and inside, P.J. Hall find him some space.
P.J. Hall, excellent job of sealing Johnson inside that little bowling ball pass. He's able to slip right through the defense, catch it up.
Caleb Love misfires. Gerard out of the pack. Hunter will push it. Hunter, their top scorer, leads it up for Hall. Hall missed a 3. He's already made a 3. It's their first miss in a while. They missed their first 2, made 5 straight. And then Hall can't connect there. See if Arizona has an answer. Deflection by Clark, and with 17 to shoot, it'll be Arizona ball when we come back. .607 remaining in this first half. Sweet 16 matchup. Clemson up 13. And a moment ago, Allie LaForce with head coach Brad Brownell.
Well, Coach, your defense held them under 30%, but they did have the 9 second chance points. What was so effective with your first effort defensively?
I think we've got good positioning. I think our length is a factor. Certainly we got to rebound the ball. There's been a couple long misses, and there's been a couple times they've got behind us.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Good stuff from Brad Brownell. His defense, I mean, he said it in their post-game celebration when they took out Baylor. First thing he said, defense got us here, and the defense has been excellent. Second chance points are keeping Arizona in this one as Larson cuts to the basket. He's fouled. He can't finish it. But Pelle Larsson will go to the line. And Jimmy, we're talking about one of the most prolific offensive teams in the country. Tommy Lloyd's Wildcats averaging nearly 88 points a game. They rank 3rd in the NCAA, and they dish it well as well. One of the top 4 passing teams in college basketball.
You keep in mind, 20 this season, 20 times they scored 85 or more points. So they're prolific in scoring. But Coach Brownell said this: why we're so effective defensively is because we have length. What does that mean? You can cover a lot of ground, but you can close up space. Notice some of the passes that are not being completed by Arizona is because the long wing defenders influence that. So now the ball is off target. So that's an adjustment that Tommy Lloyd and his crew is going to have to make to deal with this length. And you see it right here, look, the full court pressure, 1-2-2, 1-2-2.
Hunter going right at it, but denied by Krivas. Bradley pushes, bounce pass, Keyshawn Johnson. That's Arizona basketball right there, what they want to do. What a pass, what a break.
When the mistake comes when you don't get back in transition. This is why Arizona is one of the best in the country and leads the country 16 points a game. Johnson, thank you very much.
Take a look at our game summary as we go under 6 minutes of this first half. Clemson leads it by 9, shooting it well, especially from 3-point range. But how about Brad Brownell right there, Jimmy? Important timeout after this Arizona crowd, and they have a massive following here in Los Angeles, was into it.
Intelligent timeout. Why? It's because the crowd was ready to get into it, and the best way to quiet them is either come back and score, but he gave you a timeout. So now the crowd sits back down, even though they're standing up, but they're not yelling and screaming like they were after the dunk, and he's able to get his team to get back poised.
Inside, here's Wiggins, a little quick turnaround. Comes up short. Rivas kept it alive for Bradley. Bradley got his head up again. Just made that beautiful bounce pass. Arizona trying to continue this run, and Bradley scores it and one. Jaden Bradley, the Alabama transfer, getting his here in the last few moments.
Well, you don't score as many points as Arizona does without having multiple weapons. Okay, yes, Caleb Love is struggling right now, but because you have experience on the perimeter, guys that can drive off the dribble, there are threats all around the court. Now it seems like Arizona has started to settle in offensively. And notice this too, Brian, is that the last few possessions without turning the ball over, they've been able to score outside of making or completing that three-point play.
Good point. Second foul, by the way, on Chauncey Wiggins. So Wiggins and Godfrey have picked up 2 apiece. P.J. Hall back on the floor for Clemson. He has not committed a foul. That is a huge story. He's fouled out of 7 games this year. The turnaround jump hook is good, and right back on the floor he goes to work, the big man.
But that's why you need him on the floor. One of the best big men in the country that nobody talks about. His ability to get position early allows him those 2 dribbles, a little turn to the baseline jump hook.
Nice hesitation by Caleb Love. Caleb Love, his second made basket, 2 for 8 from the field. He's missed all 3 of his threes. He'll be a factor. You can better believe it, because he will not stop shooting. Hunter up and over Johnson. Johnson, good contest there, and Bradley's going to commit the foul. Bradley clocks P.J. Hall. Foul on Arizona.
Going into the post, what it does is slows down the pace of the game, just where Clemson wants it. So beautiful move, beautiful play call inside, and Caleb Love through some contact, froze P.J. Hall right there, able to kiss it off the glass.
Oh, nice play on the out of bounds. Yeah, Hunter springs free on a pass from Clark. 9-point Clemson lead. Arizona with the ball. We go under 4 minutes of this first half. Ballo back on the floor. He and Hall matching up with one another. Turns corner. Bradley can't get the layup. Hall the rebound. Clemson will push it here. Dylan Hunter on the floor with his brother Chase. Here's Chase now, guarded by Love. And the mid-range jump shot is pure. A little pull-up from Chase Hunter.
That's an experienced point guard. He allowed the pick to be set, but he brought it lower. Hence now, when he turned the corner and was open, Brian, he was right at 15 feet.
Caleb Love stepped on the sideline. And an Arizona turnover will send us to a timeout. Clemson ball when we come back. They lead by 11.
There's a look from our AT&T Connected Cam. Look, Umar Ballo is right here inside, okay? This is what we want to do. We want to see him. He jumps out, and now that spins inside. He doesn't protect the basket. You always have to protect the inside basket, and by not doing that, you give up another opportunity for Clemson to score on one of those special team plays. That's the second underneath out-of-bounds basket given to Clemson.
Dylan Hunter setting up Clark for that one. Here's Shefflin again for 3. Comes up short. Bradley, no, that's going to say, they're going to say Clemson touched that last. I thought Bradley touched it last, but it will be Arizona ball. Clemson continues their first half dominance in the NCAA tournament. Their scoring margin is plus 35. They have gotten off to great starts. Arizona pushing him back a little bit as Larson goes strong. He's whacked. Down to the floor he goes. Ballo is fouled. A lot of contact under the basket. Umar Ballo will shoot free throws here.
But Brian, notice something. The last 3 or 4 possessions, maybe 5, Arizona has figured out how to get by their initial defender and get inside the lane.
Ballo, their 7th offensive rebound in this first half. Keeping them in there. Ballo just a 60% free throw shooter. Masters Live coming your way for exclusive coverage of Amen Corner 15 and 16 and featured groups you can watch live on the CBS Sports app.
And Brian, you brought up those 7 offensive rebounds. Check this out. More than a third of their points, 9, have been from second chance points. So that's been kind of their best offense a little bit more, driving the ball, forcing the rotation, and then being able to pound the glass off of a miss. And there's another one right there.
With a foul. Clark got him. This could be part of the strategy late. File this one away here. Ballo, such a presence inside, but Jimmy is not a very good free throw shooter. Just 51%. He just missed 2.
Well, here's the thing, too, though. You got to keep in mind, if you're going to foul Ballo, that means you're going to increase the number of fouls you have team foul-wise, which means now any other foul since, let's say, Bradley or Pella Larson to the line, or Lewis to the line, who are better free throw shooters. So you got to kind of play that game itself, too.
Back to the line. Arizona in the bonus here, and the 1-and-1 on the front end misses. 3 consecutive misses for Oumar Ballo. Missed opportunity for Arizona. Now Clemson up 11. Chase Hunter trying to shake Lewis. And a bad pass to Shefflin. That's going to go out of bounds, and Clemson gives it away. Arizona blowing up those screens, staying with the ball handler. And Hunter turns it over. Clemson with 4 turnovers. 2 of those coming from Chase Hunter.
Well, let's simplify this, too. As bad as Arizona has played, it's still a 4-possession game. Okay, so that's how you got to look at it. If you're Tommy Lloyd, can we close this half out? And here's a 3.
Ooh, and it's down. KJ Lewis hits a key 3 late in this first half.
That's the thing. You're never out of it. There it is, a turnover.
Lewis from behind. KJ Lewis wants to push it. We approach the 2-minute mark, looking for the big man. Two-handed jam, and the Cats are rolling now. Clemson's lead is 6. And the Tigers break the press. Chase Hunter wants to get it organized. Hunter guarded by Bradley. Bradley's an excellent perimeter defender. Girard can't get loose for a shot. Hunter cuts. Hunter, the shot fake, and he scores.
But that is because Joe Girard drove, the attention was there, and once again, offensive foul inside by Ballo. Hunter read the defense and went back door. Watch this play with R.J. Lewis. Watch what he does. But you missed the top side. He pump faked up top, and then he was able to drop the ball inside. And then next possession, Girard attracts attention. And Hunter doing another excellent job of not staying married to the perimeter and cutting back door. That's an easy call for the baseline official that time on Ballo.
Hunter double figures in 11 of his last 13 games. Chase Hunter. Girard, now he lets it fly. Missed it. Ballo the rebound. Ballo's going to have a big rebound a game. He's got 8 already, 5 offensive. Larson cut off by Shefflin. Lewis just hit that big 3. Girard got a hand on it in traffic. Ballo. Bradley wants to reset. Bradley floater up to Ballo. The lob, and Ballo flying down the floor. Oh. They could give you some highlights, can't they?
They really can, man. And now you hear the crowd back into it once again on this run by Arizona.
Clemson's largest lead was 13. It is down to 6 as Shefflin. Shot fake is fouled. Crafty player, Ian Shefflin. He's got free throws coming.
This is why you want experienced guards. You don't see the front side of this, but it's the dribble right here by Jaden Bradley by repositioning Ballo in the middle so he can go baseline knowing that P.J. Hall would kind of be in the drop coverage inside. That opened it up for the lock.
The Chef knocks down the first free throw. Chef enter out, that Clemson band. Coming up on AT&T at the half, first half analysis, an update on San Diego State and UConn, plus the latest NCAA tournament news. That is all coming up. AT&T at the half. We are underway in the Sweet 16, the regional semifinals, kicking it off tonight and tomorrow. Tickets to the Elite Eight on Saturday and Sunday. Second game here in LA for us will be the top seed in the West, North Carolina, taking on the 4 seed Alabama. What a great day of hoops here in Los Angeles. 2 seconds separating shot and game clock. Keyshawn Johnson takes a peek. Caleb Love now, and now the switch. Hall is on him. Love's going to let a 3-pointer fly. Air ball. And that is going to take us to the end as Hunter misses. I mean, he made a half court or a 25-foot
double
shot
clutcher
at the end of the half against Baylor. Not this time, though. Clemson, a good first half. Arizona had a flurry and gets within 8 as we send it to Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach, what impressed you most about the way your offense came out attacking?
I thought we did some good things early. Late in the game, we struggled a little bit. They turned the heat up. We probably weren't quite ready for it. We got to help our guys a little bit more here in the second half.
What were some of the things they did to allow them to get back in this game?
I just think they were more aggressive down the stretch off the drive. We got to keep the ball out of the paint.
Thank you, Coach.
Son of a coach, Brad Brownell, the Indiana native, has his Tigers up at the half by 8. AT&T at the half is coming your way. Sweet 16 off and running in Los Angeles. Watch the men's Sweet 16 on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. You can download now. Stay up to date on all the action. Take a look at our first half stats. Brian Anderson with Jim Jackson, just about ready for the second half. And Jim, Clemson leading 39-31. They've hit 5 3-pointers in this game. Their defense has been the story in this first half, though.
I think the key is that 11 points off of those 8 Arizona turnovers, especially early, but Clemson has to be careful. About 4 or 5 possessions to end this first half. Arizona started to figure out some ways to get by their initial defense and pick up some offensive rebounds, so we have to keep our eye on that in the second half.
Clemson's biggest lead was 13, and Arizona will open up this second half down 8. One big news story is P.J. Hall. And if you follow the Tigers all year, you know how big it is. He has no fouls. He'll have 5 to work with here in this second half. He fouled out of the second round game against Baylor. He and Ballo have been battling. Ballo's had some big moments. Joe Girard.
Well, you know it's been with P.J. Hall. He hasn't taken chances on these fouls away from the basket or going over the back for an offensive rebound. It's a very heady first half by P.J.
Joe Girard is a sharpshooter. Clemson would love to get going here. Girard only 1 attempt. It was a 3. Caleb Love is on him. And having a hard time finding open spaces. They switch it up. Here's P.J. Hall now, and he loses the handle. Turnover to start this second half. Keyshawn Johnson, nifty dribbling and a 2-handed jam. The San Diego State transfer, Keyshawn Johnson. All that NCAA tournament experience and success. Had 14 points in the championship game last year against UConn. 6-point game out of the gates. Here's Clark. Gives it up. Hunter now. Guarded by Larson. And Arizona's defensive pressure has picked up significantly here to start this second half. Long 2 is good. Boy, Hunter, he has a stroke.
But he has patience. I mean, excellent closeout by Pella Larson to drive Hunter off the first drive, but then he was patiently waiting for the next opportunity and got to his 15-foot pull-up.
Repost to Ballo again. P.J. Hall is on him. Trying to put some fouls on him, and Ballo scores it. Now, what did Tommy Lloyd say? When they're on offense down in the block, we are calling on Clemson to either foul or surrender. P.J. Hall has surrendered, but that's a good thing for Clemson. We'll see how this takes shape as we continue on here, as we get a foul on the Cats and Love.
Well, not the way the Tigers want to start to begin the second half, which is a turnover. And then out in transition, Johnson able to utilize his ball handling ability, athleticism to finish inside.
Here's Girard. Missed it. Girard has struggled from beyond the arc. Just 3 for 15 now. The 2 games last weekend and this one here today. That's another guy struggling too. Kylan Boswell misses on a 3-pointer. 2 minutes into the second half. A ticket to the Elite Eight is up for grabs. Little float game is good. Chase Hunter racking them up. Back down the floor come the Cats. Inside, Ballo. Oh, and Hall goes on his back and commits his first foul. Well, he was going to get his money's worth. He's been holding off with the fouls until now. No doubt about this one.
Yeah, but Ballo able to beat Hall down the court and be able to seal him inside to pick up that foul.
Allie LaForce.
Got it.
Hey, Brian. Yes, I was just in the hallway, and I spoke with Coach Lloyd heading into the half, and I said, what can you guys do better as a team? What'd you focus on at half? And he said, be better. And he started laughing, and I said, well, what are some specifics? He said, no, really, there's no specifics. There's no magic to this. We have to be better on both ends of the floor. Do what we do, just at an elevated level. He thought they made a great run at the end of the first half, but he said, basically, the run is worth nothing if we don't capitalize on it, guys. So he's keeping it simple with his team.
Yeah, good stuff there. That's true. I mean, Arizona, they've got great talent. They won the Pac-12 regular season this year. Tommy Lloyd, in his 3rd year, he's won a conference title every year, whether that be the regular season and the tournament like he did 2 years ago. Tournament title last year, won the regular season this year. He's a great coach. They got a terrific group of players. But I think Clemson surprised them a little bit early in that first half with how they played. Here's Hall now driving on the point guard. Boswell knocked it out of his hands. Johnson to Larson. Larson sidestep 3-pointer. Good! And Arizona turning transition points off their defense.
And Larson, that was an excellent decision to pull up. Why? Because you had transition offense. Maybe for an offensive rebound, and Shefflin with a good look, but look at Ballo inside.
Ballo gets position. Two-handed jam. Well, the big man is running the floor.
Keep it simple. Listen, if you're going to pound it, you can do it off a transition with Ballo, because he's doing an excellent job of beating his initial defender down the court or in your half-court set. And now Arizona has a little rhythm offensively.
Only down 4. Love drives. Love taking on Hall. Gets the contact and one. And puts the second foul on P.J. Hall.
Did we mention this Arizona team was explosive offensively? I mean, because if you don't know, now you do. And it's a technical foul that got it, no technical foul, but I mean the timeout that got assessed. And Caleb Love finally getting into it and firing up the crowd.
All right, EJ, thank you. We're going to have back-to-back national champions. It's been since the Billy Donovan Florida Gators, 06 and 07.
Don't remind me of that.
So
don't do that.
Some housekeeping here. So they took a look at the Pella Larson 3, which was scored as a 2, and then adjusted to a 3-pointer. So this score is accurate. We left you. Arizona had 41. They added a point for the 3, and Love finishes off the 3-point play. We are tied at 43.
And look at Tommy Lloyd coming out of that free throw made to a 1-2-2 press, because understanding that the pressure has paid dividends for the Wildcats the late first half and beginning of this second half by creating some transition opportunities off those turnovers.
Scheffler guarded by Johnson. Missed it badly. Johnson was right with him. Arizona, in the last 10 minutes of game clock, have covered 13 points. They were down 13, 29-16, with 6 minutes remaining in the first half. It's an 8-0 run, and they're trying to add to it. Arizona's never led.
But notice this, Arizona's defense is not allowing Clemson the freedom of movement or the passing lanes that they did in the first half. Hence, Clemson is not as efficient coming out of the halftime as they were.
Dylan Hunter with the foul as Love drives to the basket. Timeout here, under 16. It'll be Wildcats ball when we come back. All right, Jimmy, a little over 4 minutes into this second half. Follow up on the great Clips keys to the game here.
Well, got started early. P.J. Hall playing playing well because he's in the game, but it's the transition defense for Arizona that's gotten them back in the game, and the paint points. 30 points in the paint right now for Arizona, opening up 4 for 11 from behind the three-point line.
Tornado Arizona run. They have the ball here. They're trying to take their first lead. Larson misses the layup. Johnson can't get the putback.
Beautiful play right there at the timeout to get Larson to catch off the handoff and turn the corner. Give him an A for effort, but we give him a 3 for the shot because he didn't complete it.
The Hunter brothers on the floor together here. Here's Chase. Two-man game with P.J. Hall. And Hunter sticks another mid-range jumper. Larson tried to draw the foul right there. Didn't get the whistle. And Chase Hunter, 14. He is 7 for 11. So efficient. Protects the basketball. Excellent player.
Brian, you see it all the time. Can a player get you a spot? Speaking of which.
Oh! Another chance here for Arizona. Another offensive rebound. 2 missed threes. Keyshawn Johnson, another offensive board. Arizona is racking up the offensive rebounds. Now Ballo. P.J. Hall's picked up 2 quick fouls. Ballo spins out of the double team. And a foul on Hall. Well, he went through the first half without one, and he's got 3 here in the first 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
Well, but that's because it's been more of a concerted effort to go down low to Ballo. And that time, he just big boyed it. He initiated the contact, and I understand why P.J. Hall is frustrated because a lot of the contact initially came from Ballo, but he got it on the back end.
Was in foul trouble in round 1, fouled out. Second round game, Ballo struggles from the line. He's now missed 4 straight free throws. Refuel with this delivery only offer from Wendy's and Coke Zero Sugar. You can order now, Wendy's app, snag a $0 delivery fee. 6th consecutive miss for Ballo. They are 4 for 12 from the line, Arizona. 51% free throw shooter during the season. And he knocks down his first. And they give him a standing ovation.
And the church says hallelujah.
Oh my God. All the pews were up. And a turnover. Love drives. Love lays it in. Arizona in front for the first time. Oswell guarding Gerard, working a 2-man game with Godfrey. Now Clark, he'll pull a 3. Oh, big shot. Jack Clark delivers a key 3-pointer. Clemson back in front. Down inside to Ballo. Ballo just bullied his way in, but he missed it. He got a lot of bodies coming at him.
Yeah, but he was off balance that time. Didn't have his base up underneath him.
Clark cut off by Larson. Here's Godfrey, looking inside. Godfrey will take it himself, and he is fouled. Looked like Johnson on the foul. Well, Godfrey has done a nice job off the bench for Clemson. Came in, gave him a lift in the first half, does the same here, and he's got free throws.
But speaking of lift, look at the lift on this jump shot right here by Clark Jr. coming off the screen. Little misdirection play. Color Larson gave him a little bit too much airspace. You see P.J. Hall kind of talking a little bit. This is, I think that Clemson can take advantage too on the perimeter, like Gerard right there. He just drove Ballo. I mean, right there from the free throw line. I think that's something you can take advantage of.
Choose perfection. Choose LG OLED Evo. 49-46. Clemson leads it by 3. They're a very good free throw shooting team. 79% is top 10 in the nation. And R.J. Godfrey hits a pair. Clemson up 4. Arizona took the lead briefly. Clemson had an answer though, and they have quieted down this big Arizona crowd traveling to L.A.
Yep, good response, a 3-pointer, then free throw, but then the drive again, turning the corner. And that's helped because the empty side, on the strong side, the corner was empty, so you didn't have help coming in. And Caleb Love able to catch it on the move and now get his defender on the backside of him. And the backside of the Clemson defense couldn't rotate over quick enough.
Ian Shefflin called for the foul. Love is Arizona's best free throw shooter. He dropped 28 on Duke in the national semifinal 2 years ago. In the Sweet 16, had a 30-point game. And his NCAA tournament scoring average just shy of 19 points per game. He was one of the primary targets. Looked like he was headed to Michigan, but his hours didn't transfer. And so all of a sudden, Arizona got back in the recruitment in the portal, and Love ends up in Tucson. He wins the final Pac-12 Player of the Year award. His parents watching on. 2 for Caleb Love. It's a 2-point game. Chase Hunter, steady point guard, guarded by Jaden Bradley. Rivas on the floor, down in the paint. Love almost got a steal. Now your late clock here. Clock down to 8. Girard, oh, he's left open for 3, and he reins it in. You leave him open for a moment, and he'll make you pay.
Well, Keyshawn Johnson wanted to give Girard a little bit more room, but you forgot that he can shoot that thing from 23 feet.
That's his first made 3. He's got 100 made 3-pointers this season. That is a Clemson single-season record. Love scoops one to Larson. Larson gives it back. Love resets. He's open for 3, short. Rivas battling for the board. No, it's Hunter out of the pack. Hunter pushes, and now we'll peel it back. And Girard is fouled. Mateus Rivas, unnecessary foul, drops Girard.
1 for 3 from behind the arc. Now you go for the steal, you don't get it. Shefflin sets the pick and look at Keyshawn. Okay, I got you, a little crossover. 3 all day for Girard. Now listen, he hasn't shot well, but you know he's a threat. And you see the numbers right there. That'll tell you that you always have to keep your eye open, because he can get hot from behind the arc at any time.
Yeah, whether he's slumping or not, he still spaces the floor. Here is Shefflin inside. Ball looming, so Shefflin spins away from it, missed it, and that's a foul. That's going to be on Godfrey, and that'll be his 3rd. Follows a handful for Clemson down on the block, and now with P.J. Hall on the bench with the 3 fouls. Brad Brownell, his team has played well without P.J. Hall in this tournament, but Arizona's a little bit different matchup.
Well, think about this. That's the 16th foul. So now if Arizona, Tommy Lloyd, you're telling your team, and Clemson has gone into a zone defense to kind of protect that a little bit and to try to keep the ball from Ballo, but drive the ball, pick up a foul, get into the penalty now with over 10 minutes left in this game.
And there's a foul. Bradley got loose inside. So free throws coming here for Bradley. He'll get 2. An eternity in the bonus the rest of the way for Arizona. Timeout here in LA. All right, Jimmy, time for It Takes More, presented by Powerade.
Every team wants to run, but you better be efficient in your fast break in order to capitalize, and that's something that Arizona can do. Spacing, you run hard, and then you make quick decisions, and that's a great decision when Caleb Love is able to turn the corner and get to the basket. And, you know, you work on that all day long in regards to fast break opportunities. And that's important. If you turn a team over, you want to be able to convert that turnover into point for your team and not leave that as an empty possession on the floor.
Jaden Bradley hits the first. Caleb Love's got another gear. Used it here in the second half. A couple of key statistical positives for Arizona. They are plus 11 on the break in transition. And they are plus 8 with second chance points. They have 2 more offensive rebounds, but they have cashed them in. Shefflin setting up Hunter now, and now Clemson gets into the set. They want to slow the pace. Arizona's wanting to run. Who can impose their will in this final 11 and a half? Girard, 3-pointer. He got himself some room. He's fouled on the 3. Both feet behind the line. Joe Girard will get 3 free throws.
Smart, patient, but then the poor closeout right here. Keyshawn Johnson goes for the first pump fake, and now you're trying to retreat and get back to contest, and that's an easy call. And a lot of times when that right shoulder or left shoulder is leading the way and you're going forward, you can't stop yourself, and you're going to find yourself committing a foul, which you don't need in that point. But that's excellent patience offensively for Clemson.
2 to go here for Girard. Been the best free throw shooter in the country, and he's just missed 2. Hey, cheer on your favorite NCAA team with officially licensed fan gear. For the best collection of team apparel and accessories, head to ncaa.com/shop. This is like the dodo bird showing up here in LA. Joe Girard is one of the all-time great free throw shooters. At one point, made 67 consecutive free throws. He just missed 2 in a row. Hits 1 out of 3. Clemson leads it by 4.
That's like you in the YMCA. You know, YMCA, like, you do that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tell them
As long as there's nobody watching. It's Lewis. A nice little jump stop. Got his own, but a foul. So an offensive board on the initial miss. And free throws here for KJ Lewis. He's the freshman. He'll be the future of this program, perhaps. Ian Shefflin just picked up his 3rd. And Lewis at the line.
Big time experience for this young man to be able to play with an experienced group of players, to learn, not have the pressure to have to carry, but can figure out how his game will translate once Caleb Love moves on.
It's tough sledding out there for freshmen right now with the COVID year, the portal. It's hard to find minutes, especially at programs like Arizona. So you give KJ Lewis a lot of credit. He had a 7-point game against Dayton, made both of his shots. On the run goes Clark. He's taken on Ballo and draws the foul. Ballo standing in there with his arms up. Jack Clark going right at the big fella.
As he should. I mean, this time you beat the press over the top, and I see where Tommy Lloyd is kind of upset because Ballo, does he go vertical? Up. I think that's a no call.
I'm with you. I think he went straight up.
I think he went straight up in the air. But Clemson did a great job of breaking the press.
Clark hits the first. Jack Clark. Started at LaSalle, then NC State, Pennsylvania native. And he hits 2 free throws. So Clemson, after Arizona took the lead, they've been able to maintain this 3- and 4-point lead. 9 minutes gone by in this second half. Sweet 16 matchup from Los Angeles. Love misses a 3. And Hunter up there for the rebound.
Zone trying to pay some dividends for Clemson because Ballo's not able to get free, get some open looks.
Another opportunity here. Goes off the hands of Love. Clemson, a second chance. And here is Hunter, gives it up. Godfrey looking for the post up. Shefflin, he's a good passer down there. And he finds Hunter for 3. And it's going to be another opportunity here for Clemson, their second offensive rebound. Hunter drives. Arizona having to play a lot of defense on this side of the floor right now. Godfrey and Ballo with the block. Ballo's on the ground. Arizona playing 4-on-5. Bradley pays no mind. He's fouled. And Bradley goes to the line. Umar Ballo, a beast in the paint on both ends of the floor, Jimmy.
Yeah, but look at him sliding his feet. And again, he's vertical right there, and he times it up perfectly. Okay, one, he doesn't get beat off the dribble, check. As he contests the shot, he goes up and contests at the height and doesn't reach down, check. So you don't pick up the foul. That's just outstanding one-on-one defense by Ballo right there, who's given up some, some speed right there.
Bradley's been a tone setter off the bench for Arizona. It's the first coming in April. We're getting close. We head to Augusta National Golf Club for a tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. The great Trevor Immelman with Jim Nantz in the booth. Trevor Immelman's son Jake is going to Clemson to be on the golf team next year.
Nice.
You know he's watching this game. Foul situation is real for Clemson right now. Godfrey just picked up his 4th. Shefflin and Hall, the other 2 front court players, with 3 apiece. Hall's back on the floor, and here he is. And Hall, and it's back from behind. That's Bradley. Bradley pushes. Bradley going all the way, and he's fouled. Jaden Bradley. What a game he is having. Impact on both sides of the floor.
B.J. Hall thought he had this little jump hook, and here comes Bradley. Excellent rotation defensively, and then in transition, head up. You don't stop the ball. Bradley able to break down the defense to get it. Listen, this is going to be free throw attempt number 22 and 23.
Yeah, good call.
Compared to 9 by Clemson. So as you see the game shift a little bit, you say, okay, how's Arizona gotten back into it? Yes, been turnovers, but the ability to get to the line and then make it.
So that's 11 of their last 13 points coming from the line for Arizona. Remember, they were in the penalty with 12 minutes remaining, essentially. Clemson's foul situation is a problem. And if Arizona's going to advance to the Elite Eight, most likely going to have to come at the line. This crowd is up. Arizona has tied it. Shefflin, he drives it. Barlow turns him away. Oh, nice catch, and with a brilliant finish. Big passing was special right there.
But those two know how to work, and they read off of each other. Shefflin that time gave up his dribble, but B.J. Hall, his front court partner, kind of bailed him out. Beautiful catch, beautiful footwork, able to finish that big basket by Clemson.
Lewis passed one up, gives it to Boswell. Boswell, he is scuffling right now. His shooting has not been where he had hoped. He's a 39% three-point shooter. Boswell is 1 for 4 from beyond the arc currently. Only scored 2 points against Dayton and missed both of his three-point tries in that game. Shot clock down to 9. Hunter gives it back. Shefflin will let it fly. Oh, he called glass. The chef off the window.
Hey, ask Trevor this. Doesn't matter how it goes in, long as it goes in when you putt it, right?
That's right.
You put it on the card, and that one you put down for 3.
No pictures on the scorecard, Jim.
That's right.
And there is a foul on Clark.
See, this is one of my favorite horse shots. Really, off the glass from the front. Not many people have the touch like the chef to be able to convert on that.
So that's nice the way you turn that around.
You like that?
The whole band wearing these chef hats. That started, there was an intramural team called the Ian Shefflin Fan Club. It's a legit intramural team at Clemson. They started breaking out the chef hats, and now the band's got him on, and he's a fan favorite.
The most popular, I think he got voted the most popular athlete on campus.
I mean, there's not many guys that can rock the Smedium jersey like he does, but he's doing it.
So he put a lot of pressure on that number 4 jersey right there.
Ian Shefflin, a 6'8" junior. He's from Logan'sville, Georgia. Grayson High School, as I mentioned earlier, he and Chauncey Wiggins played high school ball together. So you got 2 brothers, and you got 2 played high school together on this Clemson team. Free throws are good. Clemson leads it by 3 with the ball here. 8.5 to go. This program in Clemson have not been to the Elite Eight since 1980. Hall, hot pass, nice catch, Shefflin. He's got Johnson on him. 6 on the shot clock, shot fake. Johnson gets off his feet, Shefflin makes him pay.
Listen, you don't have to be the most athletic, but if you're patient and understand who you're playing against, knowing that Johnson wants to try to block shots, that little hesitation, shoulder fake got Johnson in the air, clear space for Shefflin.
Nice action. Lewis, he stepped on the sideline. Bradley stepped on the sideline, leads us to a timeout. Clemson wrestling it back here a little, Jim.
Yeah, the chef putting in work. Cookies inside.
Take a look at our game summary. Arizona wrestled it back from down 13 to tie it. Clemson with a 5-point lead here. 7:58 remaining, under a timeout. And then we go, a trip to the Elite Eight. Up for grabs here. ACC Commissioner, former AD at Northwestern, Jim Phillips. He's been everywhere, and he's rocking about 5 ties. He's got his Clemson orange on right now. ACC had 5 teams in the tournament, 4 of them advancing to the Sweet 16, 2 of them here in this regional in LA. North Carolina and Clemson. North Carolina and Alabama will be next. Been a long time for the Tigers since they were in an Elite Eight game, 1980. And inside, Hall, wide open.
I tell you what, when you have bigs like Clemson that can pass, the operation of your offense puts a lot of pressure on opposing team's defense. When you make a mistake, they can make those type of plays. And Clemson being a mature team, able to weather the storm, and I think very important when Arizona kind of goes on their run, they'll tie it. But they won't leapfrog Clemson and take the lead and kind of put them down.
Here's Gerard, catch and shoot, missed it. Follow the rebound. Caleb Love is having a rough go here. They need him. Love is one of those guys that can light the fuse quick, but he's 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. Boswell misses a 3. Boswell and Caleb Love combined 1 for 13 from three-point range.
Well, but this is an Arizona team that takes about 24 three-point shots a game. They make 7. But right now they're 3 for 20, but a lot of these are not rhythm three-point shots, so credit Clemson for the job they're doing.
Here's Dylan Hunter, right on line, but long, and got a foul on Ballo here, so rolls reverse. Hall got position. And Umar Ballo commits the foul. About this 1980 team we were talking about, the last time Clemson reached the Elite Eight, led by head coach Bill Foster, Larry Nance, wearing number 22 on your program. Tigers team went 23-9 that season. They beat Lamar to reach the Elite Eight. Then they lost to UCLA in the Elite Eight, but it has been a long drought for Clemson to get to that level. 6.5 minutes away. Does Arizona have an answer? Shefflin backing down Larson. Little turnaround jumper, air ball. Clark offensive rebound. Hall for 3, short. Another offensive board. Clark again. Chase Hunter wide open. Misses again.
Wow, opportunities right there for Clemson. Multiple offensive rebounds.
Larson makes it 8 straight misses from beyond the arc for Arizona.
But that was the purpose of playing the zone, is to keep Arizona perimeter oriented. They took away the one-on-one opportunity down low from Ballo. So excellent switching of defenses by Clemson.
Clemson leading by 7. Larson, what a play. Throws it off of Shefflin. And it's Arizona ball.
Every possession counts. So this one is turned over. Pella Larson didn't want to leave it to chance. There's no timeout right now.
Talk it over. We're coming down to the home stretch. 5:42 left in regulation. Tigers by 7. Saturday, we have another huge college hoops title game at the NCAA Division II level. Saturday, 3 Eastern on CBS, streaming on Paramount+. All right, Jimmy, Arizona, they live and die by the 3, and right now they are on the struggle bus from beyond the arc.
Yeah, right now we talked about 3 for 21. A lot, I think, are early in the shot clock that they don't have to take, but they're playing right into the hands of Clemson. But again, Clemson, but now it's back into a man-to-man defense. You notice why Umar Ballo is not in the game. So the game within the game by Coach Brownell of knowing when to play the zone and when not to. A beautiful block and help.
The chef.
The chef is up there showing those hops a little bit.
He's coming over in the help defender.
No.
The Kimbe with a chef hat.
I love it, man. That's what makes college basketball so special right there. Fans' enthusiasm.
You never know who the darling's going to be. Arizona got another chance here. They need one badly. Down 7. Larson cut off. Lewis cuts to the basket. In traffic, missed it. Hall comes away with a rebound. Jaden Bradley's free throws tied the game at 56. Clemson is on a 9-2 run since that time. Hall for 3. And there's Johnson, the rebound. Arizona playing small here. We got the three-point shooters. We got the sprinters on the floor. Bradley gets free, but he missed the layup.
That's
Hall with the board and a foul on Bradley.
That's like 3 or 4 missed layups. Larson, Bradley, inside that they've not been able to complete. But to me, this is the key. Don't settle for jump shots. If you're going to go small, drive the ball. Now you got to finish. And the advantage, too, is that you're in the penalty and you'll get to the line. But you play right into Clemson's hands when you want to jack up threes. They're doing such a really good job of now limiting Arizona to just one shot.
1-and-1 here. P.J. Hall at the line. Arizona picks up their 17th foul. And he missed it. Clemson's lead still 7. Arizona with the ball. 4:41 left in the Sweet 16 matchup. Clemson switching it here. They're trying to get Love a shot in this zone. He's going to reset. Keyshawn Johnson for 3. In and out it goes. Love with a rebound. Larson gets it back. Here's Bradley for 3. Oh! Jaden Bradley hits a 3-ball. Not normally his game, but when he shoots, he's had success this year.
And I'll tell you what, he's improved. Last year, 32% in the foul over the top on Bradley. 32% from 3 at Alabama. This year is up to 46, so he's worked on his craft. Last year, you wouldn't guard him behind the three-point line. Now he has the confidence to step right up, and that's a big-time shot for Arizona. Here's a foul over the top. Bradley thought he had a piece of it. Now Clemson back at the line because they're in the penalty as well.
3rd foul on Bradley. And Chase Hunter will shoot the free throws. He is excellent from the line. 85% free throw shooter. 1-and-1 here. And he'll get another. If you are looking for teammates, there's no competition for these lovable imaginary friends. You have to believe it to see it. If is exclusively in theaters everywhere May 17th. 1 out of 2 for Chase Hunter. Has not been a pretty free throw story for both teams. Arizona's doubled up their free throw attempts, so 17 for 25 from the line for the Cats. Tigers 8 for 12. Love, 3-pointer, way off. Follow back on the floor, kept that one alive. Here's Bradley, feeling it. In and out.
You don't have to. It's too early. You have time still to be able to break this defense down if you can, to shoot those shots. And you don't have to play hero ball except for right there.
And he gets the steal, and Bradley throws it down. Jaden Bradley. He's been the best player on the floor for Arizona, doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but this is where Clemson, when Arizona creeps back in, they lean into some experience and their guard play to make some excellent decisions. And then they end up making a play kind of thwarting this comeback, and that's a tough shot right there.
Chase Hunter comes up short. 3 minutes to go in regulation. A 1-possession game now. Johnson driving, kicks it. Bradley drives, turned away. Plenty of time here, they'll reset. Larson for the tie, missed it. Wow. Larson saves it into the hands of Dylan Hunter. Clemson ball control now. They can take some time off the clock. Very steady guards who don't turn it over. Shuffling the screen. Hunter gives it back. Another mismatch. And Hall is fouled by Bradley. He's going to pick up his 4th. .223 left in regulation. Key free throws coming up for Clemson. This one coming right down to the wire. The high-low game has been excellent for the Tigers.
Now, welcome back. It's a barn burner right here. It's probably going to go down to the wire. Look, the game reset. Going to see where the fouls are at. Clemson right now, not at the free throw line. It's a 1-and-1 here situation. This game could ultimately come down to who makes and misses free throws, as both teams are good free throw shooters at 79, Clemson at 73. 71 for Arizona.
Hits the first of the 1-and-1. P.J. Hall, Clemson, top 10 team free throw shooting in the nation this year. And they're up 4. They pushed it to a 2-possession game. Again, Clemson holding their opponent to subpar three-point shooting numbers, including tonight. Clemson opponents shooting at just 18% from beyond the arc.
But also, too, which is a key down the stretch of this game, advantage Clemson, P.J. Hall, 79% free throw shooter. Shefflin, 75% free throw shooter.
Follow inside, Hall backs off, lets him score.
Smart decision. You don't want to give up. Even though Ballo is a poor free throw shooter, you don't want to pick up another foul. This is where the patience and backcourt play for both teams is going to be very critical. It's all about decision making in the late stretches of the game.
Hall still with those 3 fouls. Shefflin as well. They've done a great job playing with the fouls. Cutting free. Hall set up again by Shefflin. These two have put on a clinic in the front court. 5-point game. Minute and a half to go. Love inside. Ballo the catch and the finish. That's open all day right now.
But that's through a zone, but that was patience, and K-Dub Love put the pass where only Ballo could get it, and how quickly he was able to catch, gather, and get it up before the defender was able to take that shot away.
Approaching the 1-minute mark. Pressure shots coming. Who's going to be willing to take them as Hall, no, got a timeout. So Brad Brownell wants to talk it over as the shot clock got to 9.
Well, it may not be the typical high-low situation, but here it is. Backdoor cut, PJ able to finish it inside of Ballo, not to be outdone. Wants to keep his team close, down 3.
Brad Brownell's parents, Bob and Jenny. Bob, a high school coach, keeps that journal. He's pretty calm, but Jenny she's going through it right now.
If you can read body language, buddy, you know exactly who's the fiery one in the family. See, the husband does what the wife wants him to do, stand up. Didn't even have to tell him.
Key to a long marriage. All right, Clemson, baseline out of bounds here. 9 to shoot for Clemson. They lead it by 3. Clemson has 1 timeout left. Arizona still 2. Both teams in the double bonus, and Hall springs free. Brad Brownell draws up a gem in that timeout. And Clemson up 5. Tommy Lloyd wants to talk it over.
The 3rd time they've been able to get something underneath out of bounds, and it's been the same thing. Ballo jumping out, giving an easy basket. Clemson respond once again. Well, it's been some rough sledding here at Crypto in LA for Arizona. Just the open opportunities that Arizona normally would cash in on, not able to do that this evening. Thus far, 4 for 26 behind the three-point line, and I'll credit Clemson's defense. But I'll also say that it's been some forced shots from behind the 3 that have also led to the poor shooting. And being the favorite, Brian, sometimes makes the rim a little bit smaller.
Yes. Good call.
Because you're supposed to win, supposedly, compared to the numbers, but you still got to play the game. Now, we got a lot of time, minute left, still only a 2-possession game.
Arizona ball here. The trio of Love, Larson, and Boswell combining 2 for 20 from beyond the arc. Clemson, though, this is not new for them. They have been holding great offensive teams down. This is the team that beat Baylor in round 2. Kept him to 64 points.
You don't need a 3 here. Move the ball. Play this just like it's a man-to-man offense.
Once Bradley's going to let a 3 go, and he reins it in. Wow, Jaden Bradley. When the others cannot make a 3-pointer, the Alabama transfer delivers. Bradley with his second made 3, Jim.
Well, I told you. Go get a 3 real quick.
What do you know?
I don't know. Hey, listen, that caught me off guard. That was so quick. Again, this is the improvement that you make as a player. You dedicate yourself to say, what is my weakness? Where are my flaws? A 32% three-point shooter last year. Bradley this year was 46%. At the biggest time, the biggest moment for a non-shooter, quote-unquote, coming into the year, he hit a big-time shot that allows Arizona now a 19-time difference between the shot clock and game clock, so you can play solid defense and see if you can get a stop.
To Ali LaForce.
Well, guys, Coach Brownell in that last huddle, he took a chance and he said, listen, Love's really the only one that wants to shoot the threes. We can close out short on everyone else. Same with the ball screens, go over for Love, not for anybody else. So he took a chance on that and it bit him.
Hey, that's a great call, Ali. Excellent reporting, and you would take that chance. I mean, Jaden Bradley is fourth, fifth option, but he just made a huge three-pointer. He's got 16 in the second half, 18 overall. Clemson put it in.
But time and score allowed you to take that chance because you were up 5. If you're up 3, I don't think you take that chance. So
good call.
You have a little margin of error from that perspective.
All right, Arizona just took their last timeout. No fouls to give. Bradley defending. Hunter. Big possession here. Trip to the Elite Eight is on the line. Who's going to be willing to take the big shot? Chase Hunter drives it with 5 to shoot. He's back, and it goes! Chase Hunter! And one! What a finish at the basket! Extra special spin, and Chase Hunter a chance at a three-point play.
Well, Hunter has proven in this tournament he's not afraid of the big moment. He's a senior guard, kind of been there, done that. This is his big moment. And again, instead of settling for a jump shot, Brian, once again, he was able to catch the ball on the move, use that quickness. That's his mother, Brandy. Able to get to the basket. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Can add one more right here.
Gives him 18. What a tournament he is having. Back-to-back 20-point games. Was that the finisher? Arizona trying to stay in this. They're down 5. Shefflin all over Love. Love drives. Love, the floater, good. One possession game. Clemson by 3. They put it in. Nobody guarding Gerard. Up ahead. Nobody guarding Dylan Hunter. And he's going to lay it in. And the younger brother has an and one. Dylan Hunter with his first basket of the game. And it could be a finisher for the Clemson Tigers.
I didn't understand what Caleb Love was doing. He stayed on P.J. Hall when he could have went over and took the foul on Gerard.
Can you imagine playing with your brother at the collegiate level, but then playing with him in an NCAA tournament game? Arizona's got to go quick here. Bradley, why not? Missed it. Clock ticks, and it is going to be the Clemson Tigers out of the ACC, headed to the Elite Eight.